Hello Rams, and welcome back from break.
My name is Macy Coates.
And I'm Fiona Bachta.
We hope you all had a relaxing break and are ready to jump into these crazy next few weeks.
We would like to start off by acknowledging the tragedy that happened at Club Q over break. In the words of Principal Sanders, we at Rampart will continue to be a place that welcomes, loves, and provides a safe environment for all students and staff, including those that identify as or are allies of the LGBTQ+ community.
We will be going in depth next week in KRAM on how this has affected our community. But in the meantime, we just wanted the student body to know that our RHS counseling team is ready and willing to help anyone that needs to talk about or process this event.
On November 16th, DECA districts took place at the Antlers Doubletree downtown. KRAM took a closer look at what went on during this event.
Over 40 of our DECA students did well enough at districts to advance to the next level of competition.
On November 16th, Rampart's own DECA took a field trip down to the Doubletree Hotel for DECA districts. We interviewed some students that participated in the event to see how they did.
So my event was Principal's Hospitality, and basically we're given an event scenario where we just have to please our customer and make sure everything's right and make it right if it's wrong. Well, I kind of just went on my phone and looked at some principles of my event and kind of what I would be working on and how I can work through the problems that are in our event. I did pretty good. I think I ended up scoring pretty high. I qualified for state, pretty good. I wouldn't go I would try and go in a little bit more confident. I tried my best to just not be nervous and just walk in there like I knew what I was doing. I think it was a good experience just because it was my first year. I was nervous, but I would probably work better on writing more stuff down on paper and preparing like the business cards and all the visual indicators that you need. So I would probably just work on reading faster and writing more visual indicators.
So my event is Marketing Communication Series, and it basically focuses on how within the business the communications work within, like with the company and its customers. We did practice role plays in class, and I did a few practice tests through DECA Plus. I did fairly well. My event was very competitive, so I did not place, but my peers I was competing with in our class, they placed. So I would definitely do a lot more practice in person with my peers who were also competing in the same event.
My event is financial consulting, and it's like different than other events where you make a presentation on a bank or a credit union, and they give you a prompt, and this year the prompt is like switching that bank into like online banking. I had to like pick a bank to research, and then I just did a bunch of research on like online banking and how that it's different than traditional banking. I got first place. It was really good. I would have studied for my test more because I did really good on both of my role plays. So I wouldn't have changed anything about that, just like speaking clearer next time probably. But I would have studied for my test more because it was a test about finance, and I didn't know a lot of it, and I didn't do it as good as I wanted to.
KRAM would like to wish those that made it to state luck this year. This has been Jackson Har signing off for KRAM.
Thank you, Jackson, for this report.
An amazing job to all of our Rampart DECA representatives. As some of you may know, construction has been taking place outside of our school these last few weeks. The regular traffic flow for the new layout opened up last Tuesday for the first time.
Rampart has invested in expanding our middle parking lot to improve the flow of traffic.
KRAM got some more information on the recently completed construction.
The parking lot has had a lot of work done to it recently. KRAM went and asked staff what exactly their plan was, and also asked students who walk to school if they think it's a good idea.
They are tearing up the center island that's in the middle lot, changing where the crosswalk is there so that it's straight across into the school, which is safer for drivers to see pedestrians walking through the crosswalk.
I believe it's a lot more accessible for other cars. Makes it easy, plus there's more openings so they can pull in.
And then they're also creating a sidewalk that goes the entire way from Lexington all the way into the building. So that way students don't have to use a crosswalk or another way to access the school, and it's safer for them. And then they'll reroute the way parents come into the lot, drop off, and exit the center lot.
Yes, I think it's a good idea because it's quicker to get to school than walking all the way around the gate.
Staffs and students also shared with us if they think the new parking lot layout will be safer than before.
Safety will always depend on people, and the way that they choose to drive and take caution in parking lots in high congestion areas, such as the morning drop-off or afternoon leaving. So I would encourage everyone to be mindful of the speed limit, which is 5 miles an hour in the parking lot, and any extra time they may get flying through the parking lot is not going to be worth it.
I think it could be, but at the same time, you're walking through the parking lot where people don't drive the best, so I think it's fine.
Walk safe, Rams. This has been Paul Bennett signing off for Kram.
We can't wait to see the new parking lot come together.
Remember, Rams, you can pick up a year-round parking pass from the Dean's office if you have not done so already.
The 2022 speech and debate season has officially started.
Rampart's team wanted to share why they are so passionate about what they do.
There are many clubs at Rampart that are commonly overlooked, one of which is speech and debate. We talked to some of the members in order to get a better idea of what this club is about.
Speech and debate is basically like a team at Rampart that competes at different tournaments for different topics that they want to do. You can write your own speech or recite someone else's speech, and they rank you based on how good you are, and you get prizes for that.
Speech and debate is a club where you go in and you learn about real-world problems, or you present a presentation of a speech that you've created about a controversial topic.
While this club is still fairly new to Rampart, there is a drastic difference between this year and the last when it comes to the team.
Last year, we didn't have a lot of people at all, but now a lot of people are starting to join, which obviously increases our chance of winning.
We had a super small team at the beginning of last year. It was literally 3 people. It was me, Brianna Tran, and this one other guy. Before that competition, we hadn't won an award for speech and debate since 1994, and so I thought that it would be really cool to leave behind a legacy and to allow other people to start doing this activity and get into it after I've left.
Even last year we were placing in a really high percentage, and we've maintained that, partly because we also have a really strong group of captains who are helping me coach and prepare kids.
With a much bigger group of interested students this year, we wanted to find out what convinced the members to join.
I joined speech and debate because I love talking. I love the feeling of getting up there, being able to express my ideas and what I feel passionate about.
I had a stuttering problem, and so I really wanted to work on that, but I also wanted to learn about real-world problems and things that are important to our society now.
I think it's a really good opportunity for speaking about topics that you're passionate about. There's people around you that show the same interest as you.
Countless topics present themselves in speech and debate without shying away from controversy. We were interested in hearing what some of these topics included.
Last year I qualified for nationals with a speech I wrote about Asian racism and how it's become more and more normalized throughout the years. And then this year I'm starting off the season strong with a poem about eating disorders and anorexia.
My speech is about the American dream and how it's idolized, but it shouldn't be. And there's other people's speeches about abortion rights or religious prosecution.
Like any other team at Rampart, the speech and debate members have set both personal and overall goals for the season.
My goal for the whole team really is to see all of them succeed and have all of us go to state, because I think there's a lot of kids in it this year that have really great potential.
And I just want mostly the novice kids to be able to speak about something they're passionate on and get rewarded for that.
If you enjoy public speaking and discussing important issues, you might think about enrolling. This has been Fiona Barta reporting for Kram.
Speech and debate takes place every Tuesday in room 234. It's not too late to sign up.
We wish you the best of luck in future competitions, Rams.
For our next segment, Kram wanted to take a deeper dive and present some of our amazing artists here at Rampart.
Here is Adon reporting on these gifted students.
Rampart is full of talented and creative students, all who express their creativity in different ways. Today, Karen decided to take a look at some students who express their creativity through art. Their passion for art spans back many years.
I have always had a passion for art. As far as I remember, I really, kind of pursued art as a living type certain thing. So I always remember being kind of the best in the class, doing art projects and stuff, and I would always be the one, to succeed in that stuff.
I think I've always had a passion for art. My mom kind of spent a lot of time when I was little teaching us how to do art and practicing art with us, so I think it's always kind of been a part of my life.
My passion mostly started around 4th grade. I had a bunch of friends who liked to do art, and I wanted to get close to them and bond with them more, so I started doing it and it kind of just stuck.
Mrs. Hoos teaches many of the higher level art classes here at Rampart. She explained how creativity and learning are balanced in such classes.
I think that you can have creativity in every single field of study. In art class, I think that when you're given projects and when you learn some of those basic elements and some of those basic techniques, it actually helps you kind of, it's a visual language, so it helps you communicate that more effectively. And sometimes we do our best work when we have factors that kind of rein us in, and we have to kind of figure out how to draw or design or make with less instead of more.
The artists also hope to pursue a career in art.
Yeah, actually, I wanna be like an artist for Disney or something. So something like that. I'm going to college for it. So
I've been considering going into fashion and being a fashion designer later in life.
Over the years, the artists have created a lot of beautiful and memorable pieces.
My most memorable work is for my personal project. I created 2 dresses out of recycled material.
ever since I kind of started digital art, those are my really memorable pieces because that's when I really started my progress.
Some of my most favorite memorable, at my old school for art class, we had to do a really big painting of a landscape, but we couldn't use brushes, so we had to use our fingers. I thought it was pretty cool.
Finally, some words of encouragement to anyone looking to improve their skills in art.
It's okay if your art looks ugly right now, if you don't like it. There's always time to improve. You know, you're never gonna be like really good at anything your first try, so just keep practicing and you'll love your art eventually.
Take advantage of every opportunity that you have here at Rampart. There's so many great opportunities, and I think that if you are interested in the arts, it's never as cost effective as it is right now in high school. Another shameless plug I'm going to add is that we are going to start Art Club up again next semester. So on Gold Tuesdays after school, stop into the Art Room 101 and we are going to start Art Club. That's a great way, especially if you're not in an art class this semester but you really love art, to make and to be around people who like to make art.
Consider expressing your creativity through many of the art classes offered here at Rams. It has been Adon Andrade reporting for KRAM.
Thank you to all of our talented artists who volunteered to be in today's segment. Keep sharing and spreading your talents, Rams.
For KRAM's last segment, we worked to introduce some of the service dogs here at Rampart to the people that don't already know them.
You may have seen either Phoenix or Rocky in the halls on your way to class.
These incredible helpers take care of some of our students here at Rampart.
Here at Rampart, there are 2 student helpers you might not be familiar with, widely considered the cutest students in school. Join us as we take a look at Phoenix and Rocky, Rampart service dogs.
He was in training ever since he was able to leave his mom. He started his service dog training, like his actual skills, when he got adopted.
We went through this breeder up in Firestone, Denver. So we told her what I needed Phoenix for, and she picked out the perfect dog for that reason.
Being a service dog is not easy. Phoenix and Rocky have had a lot of training and now specialize in certain jobs.
I got him when he was 7 weeks old and immediately started training him when he was 8 weeks old. So I went through a training company called K9 to 5. They specialize in service dog training as well as CSPD dog training, and the trainer actually has a service dog as well, so she could connect with me on that level.
He provides psychiatric needs, like episode interruption for when I have an anxiety attack or panic attack, so that I don't pass out.
While they're service dogs, Phoenix and Rocky are joys to have around.
Phoenix is a great dog. He does really well with Marissa. When he's working, and he's not a distraction at all. The kids do great with him in the room. She releases him at times so that he can interact with the other students, but when he's working, and he does a great job and lays low.
Cheyenne's service dog is really chill, never really disrupts class. A lot of people in the class enjoy having a dog, the presence of a dog in the class.
Phoenix helps her a lot, and he kind of is there to keep her upright if she needs it, and he's also just very sweet and loving. Anything we do together, Phoenix just comes right along.
I've known her for a long time with and without a service dog, and Phoenix is just an extra addition to the friend group, I guess, so doesn't really affect much.
I think that Cheyenne having a service dog really helps her with the things that she got him for, and it just helps with having some extra stability and support.
When dealing with service dogs, there are a few things you need to know.
Just because I have him doesn't mean I'm not approachable. And when he's working, when his vest's on, don't touch him. It says it all over his vest, and I would really appreciate if you wouldn't just walk up and touch him.
All disabilities aren't seen, and don't just assume you can pet them like they're just like a dog, because they're not. And if you distract them, then you can get hurt or they can miss an alert, which for different people can mean life or death. And don't tell them commands without permission.
While Phoenix and Rocky are working, please do not try to pet them. This is Cameron Hazeltine signing out.
Make sure to respect our hardworking service dogs.
That's all for this week's KRAM, although there is a project of the week after the credits. This has been Macy Coates
and Fiona Vachta reporting for KRAM. Stay studious, Rams, and thanks for watching. That was good. That was good. The recently completed. Not how.
Speak Rams. Oh wait, what? This has been Macy Coates.
Oh, sorry. I like saying that. Stay studious, Rams.
Stay studious. These are the scary shots.
The one where they're so close to your face. Okay, now we have to look extra good because it's going to be close to your face. Am I okay? Yes. Okay, you are too. Yes. Was that good?
Icky. That was icky.
Something bad is about to happen to me. I don't know what, but I feel it coming. Might be so sad, might leave my nose running. I just hope she don't wanna leave me. Don't you give me up, please don't give up on me. I belong. Darling, only you. Something bad is about to happen to me. Why I feel this way, I don't know, maybe. I think of her so much, it drives me crazy. I just don't want her to leave me. Don't you give me up, please don't give up. Darling, only